Hi, I'm Dr. Vida Ahmad, and today we're going to go over how to write a birth plan. This information presented in this presentation is for educational purposes only. It is not intended to serve as medical advice. It is important to consult with your healthcare provider regarding any specific questions or concerns related to your pregnancy, labor, or delivery. Again, hi, I'm Dr. Vida Ahmad, a pelvic floor physical therapist and a birth doula. I've been doing pelvic floor physical therapy since 2021, graduating California State University, and then adding on birth doula after having many moms request me in the birthing room. I'm a mom of two, currently a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old, and when I'm not pelvic floor PTing, birth doulaing, or momming, I love to travel and I love to run. I'm also currently training for a half marathon. So let's dive in. A birth plan is not a binding contract. It is a short, simple summary of your birth preferences, a tool to help your healthcare providers and your support team understand your decisions during that day and help have an empowered birth experience for you. It is not a guarantee of how your birth will unfold, and it is not a highly detailed medical directive. It is a document that will be flexible to changes on that day. A lot of times, birth is game day decisions. Birth is unpredictable, and there is no right or wrong way to create a birth plan. When you are writing a birth plan, you want to think about this acronym called BRAIN. You want to think about the benefits, the risks, the alternative. What is your intuition telling you, and what if you did nothing? Run every suggestion, decision through this process before making a decision. So here's an example of what a birth plan could look like, and it's broken up into a couple different areas, right? So we have what kind of pain medication do you want? So how do you want pain management? What do you want during your delivery? What do you want during labor? What kind of positions do you want to deliver in? And then what kind of care do you want for the baby? Pain management wise, we'll go ahead a little bit. There are clinical pain management options, which are things like the epidural, the nitrous oxide, IV narcotics, and Benadryl. These are medical pain management options. Then we have non-clinical, non-medical pain management options, which are things like ice, heat, visual imagery, breath work, counter pressure, and movements. So you can simply say on your birth plan, you can simply say pain management. I want to try non clinical options before going to clinical, or I want to move as much as I can. I want to try all of the non clinical options before we go to a medicated version. I want to be able to utilize movement and gravity before going to an epidural or IV narcotics or something that would have me laying in the bed for a long period of time. During delivery, then you want to think about, is it okay to take pictures? And that would be more of like your spouse or your doula's job. Um, Do you want coached pushing? Do you want intuitive pushing? Who's going to cut the cord? Do you want delayed cord clamping? Do you want immediate skin to skin? Do you want to use a mirror to see your baby crowning? Do you want to feel for when your baby's crowning to help you push easier? Do you want a warm compress and perineal massage when you're pushing? Do you want an episiotomy, or would you rather tear? Do you want instrument assisted? In the case of a non-emergent delivery, do you want instrument assistance, or do you want to be notified before instruments are used? Who's going to cut the cord? That kind of stuff is going to go here. And again, you don't have to list it all out because you want this birth plan preferably to be one page. You don't want a long document because the nurses, they're not going to read it. You want to just put your main things on here, your hard no's or your hard yeses, the things that are non-negotiable, like I want my partner to cut the cord. non-negotiable, right? Then during labor, again, you want free movement. You want to be able to move around the labor and delivery unit. You want to have a birthing ball, a peanut ball. You want to have the squat bar. You want the ability to eat and drink as much as you can up until, delivery. And that would be limited based on medication. So if you choose the medical pain management option, you might be limited on what you can eat and drink. And this can limit your available energy when it comes time to push. So these are things you want to discuss with your doula and your OBGYN as well. In regards to the environment and atmosphere, you can have music, aromatherapy, and dimmed lights. Basically, anything that can help increase your oxytocin can help progress labor. And then lastly, you want to think about positions that you can deliver in. And these are things you want to talk to with your OBGYN before the day of delivery. And it really isn't a hard yes or a hard no because you wouldn't know what position that your body wants to be in until the day of. You just want to know that your OBGYN will be flexible in letting you get into and change positions. Then lastly, you want to think about newborn care. Who's going to cut the cord? Are you doing all of the newborn medications? Are you doing delayed cord clamping? And is that amount of delayed cord clamping that you're going to do outside of hospital regulation? Nowadays, most hospitals do 30 seconds of delayed cord clamping before they clamp and cut the cord. So you want to find out if you want more than that, you put it on your birth plan. And then you want to talk to and list out whether you are going to exclusively breastfeed, exclusively formula feed, or do a combination of both. I hope this was helpful.